Hi. Yes. Okay. Let's try that again. Yeah, I am muted. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hallows, a Monster of the Week story. I am Matthew Foreman. I am playing Oak Williams, the Spellslinger tonight. We'll just cover a quick couple announcements, and then we'll get into intros. Um, here at Dice Priori, what the hell is the thing I have to announce? Oh, we are looking for your help in picking a new system for Ghost of the Machine. Ghost of the Machine is on hiatus, and when it comes back, it will not be a D&D story. It will be another system, and you can go to our Discord and help us with that search in the channel of System Search, and be on the lookout as we explore new systems through other avenues. I think that's like the only level business. We've closed out of our Asada's Daughters charity stuff, so that's good. And I think that's all I had on the Dice Priori level stuff. So take it away, Ty.
I am Ty. You can find me at Ballroom Brawler on Twitter. I will be the keeper for this new beginning of the Hush Hallows story. We have 5 episodes so far on, 4 episodes so far on YouTube, I believe, if you need to catch up. But I will do a brief recap after all of the introductions. Let's start with Chris.
Hello, everybody. Back from a longer hiatus. Chris, and you can find me at Twitter. And I'm here playing Raphael tonight.
You actually can't find him on Twitter.
I have one. But yeah, you can find me here, and I love being here. And I miss. I know I kind of miss Maria, but I just saw her. Same with them and Ty. But I miss Matthew Foreman. What a stellar man, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. And my vote for Ghost in the Machine system is rock, paper, scissors. And I will send it over to Maria.
Your playbook, Chris.
My playbook. Is the divine.
Hello, I'm Maria, as Chris mentioned. You can find me on Twitter also, but specifically at Happy Capster on Twitter. And also here a lot, and also other places. But I am playing from the... Is it a custom?
It is a community-created playbook.
Community-created... Mad Scientist. My name is Hektor, and you'll meet him soon. But first, we're gonna go meet Emma.
Hello. I am Emma. You can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter. And tonight, I am returning with Lucy Doe using the Monstrous playbook. And I will send it over to Kaya.
Well, thank you, Emma. I'm Kaya Gaston. You can, I don't know why I wave. I don't. Anyways, you can, hi. You can find me on the Twitter sphere at Crit Charisma. I post mostly about my dog being very scared about me being on the balcony. I play Isabeau Hauer, the pararomantic and awful paramedic with her hellhound boyfriend Cal, because drama. And send it on. I don't know who I'm sending it to.
It'd be me again.
It's back to Ty. Back to you, Ty.
A brief recap of the first season of Hush Hallows. The story began with a group of hunters consisting of Oak, Raphael, and Darlene, a Hex who is not present, played by Alexis, who will be joining us in the future, arriving at a town called Hush Hallows, guided by Raphael's mysterious pamphlet, which has sent him to many a town to fight the evils therein. They encountered some other natural forces in the form of a blood golem and managed to defeat it. However, it also destroyed Raphael's pamphlet at the end. Raphael was emotionally and physically distraught after that, and has been laid up in their bed and breakfast, the Wake and Bake, ever since, in and out of consciousness. While Lucy, their other teammate, arrived on her stolen motorcycle, helped Darlene and Oak discover what happened to a missing child within a carnival, a harvest festival that was happening in town. After wrapping up that mystery, Isabeau and her companion Cal, a hellhound, arrived in town, tried to heal a wounded Darlene with the exact opposite effect, making her bleed all over the place. A terrible introduction to this group, but they managed to eventually become friends, working together to defeat some sort of creature that fed on sound and used it as a weapon against them. And with that, we will resume our game, Season 2. Raphael Thompson, you've spent the last 2 to 3 days floating in and out of consciousness. You recall fragments of conversations with Oak in your room at the bed and breakfast. Fresh scars are on your arm and torso. They still sting a bit from the recent use of your powers. You stand in a grassy plain, with a dense, thick fog obscuring your vision heavily. With broad strokes, you see words being painted in ink in the fog, hanging in the air in front of you, yet they are illegible for some reason. The fog lightens just a little, and you can see gravestones surrounding you on all sides. It seems familiar here, but the layout doesn't quite fit the graveyard you worked at for so many years. Roll plus weird.
That is an 8 + 1, 9.
9, that is a mixed success. The inky words in front of you begin to drip down, almost melting into humanoid shapes surrounding you. You are now in this graveyard with these inky shapes surrounding you, Raphael, all staring at you. What do you do?
Are they in the shape of people or anything?
They are humanoid shapes, but they have no distinguishing features.
I check my pockets for my pamphlet.
Yeah, okay, absolutely. Roll on your character sheet, you should have something that says use magic, correct?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, cross out use magic. And roll plus weird.
That's a 6, 4, so it's 10 + 1 is 11.
But as you go to reach into your pockets for the pamphlet, you pull out just the same kind of inky substance you've seen in front of you. As you begin to raise your hand, one of the figures grabs your wrist and it gets close to you and whispers, "Wake up, Raphael." And you wake up in your bed in the wake and bake.
I check my pocket again.
There's nothing, there's an empty piece of paper in your pocket. Just completely blank. It is in the pamphlet shape and fold, but there's nothing on it.
I'm reassured. And I guess I get up. And do I see anything? Go downstairs or?
Sure. As you begin walking, you pass a room with a slightly askew door. You would remember it as Darlene and Lucy's room. The curtains are drawn, but you can slightly see inside a body tossing and turning under the covers, looking as if they are having a bad sleep.
I go to Oak's room.
Oak's room is empty.
I go into Oak's room.
Yeah, there's, whatever possessions Oak has, probably Oak was into D&D at the time. I don't know if he's changed his preference of system of choice in the coming days, but probably some RPG books, whatever other possessions Oak may have.
I get no sense of where he's gone though.
No.
I'm gonna just look up and down the bed and breakfast for Oak to see if he's anywhere in it.
Okay, you walk downstairs. As you walk downstairs, you see the purveyor of this fine establishment, the Wake and Bake, a man in his late 20s, with long, flowing blonde hair and loose-fitting silk clothing. He sits at the dining table, the remnants of breakfast remaining, a mostly empty champagne bottle, and another of orange juice, and a cold Dutch baby. My dude, it has been so long. And he like sits up from the table and moves to give you a firm handshake.
I'll return it. I got tired, so I was asleep for a long time.
Yeah, it's been...
I'm looking for Mr. Oak.
Oh yeah, I think they went out like earlier today. And you would see from a clock it's about 3 p.m. now. Yeah, they went out with one of our new someone else who's staying here now, and Lucy. They left to go somewhere, I think.
Somewhere.
Somewhere for sure.
Any idea when they'll be back?
I mean, I don't keep like schedules of like, the residents here, but I mean, they're back every night usually. You want Dutch baby? You want to hang?
Yes, I do. I would love me a Dutch baby.
Hell yeah, I'll warm it up. And he picks up the Dutch baby, cold, and puts it into the stove.
I guess I should see if the ladies would like any Dutch babies.
Oh, I mean, Lucy left, and I know Darlene has been catching some Z's. She wasn't looking too hot earlier. And he gestures to a plastic like bin, and there is a bunch of bloody rags.
That
and
doesn't
a bloody
look
mop,
like
probably.
That doesn't look like things went too well. No, sir.
Nah, she came in here and she was looking pretty bad, and there was like a paramedic who was trying to help, but I don't think it. I mean, she's sleeping enough now.
I mean, I could help sometime, but not right now because she's sleeping. My mom always said it was rude to wake someone when they're sleeping.
It's a policy we have here at the Wake and Bake. You just chill as long as you need to.
I believe I will stay awake while you bake. That seems like why you call it this place, the Wake and Bake, because people ain't sleeping while you baking.
The precise inspiration for sure.
Righto.
You hear a rapping on the door.
Yo, door's rapping.
He sets the Dutch baby inside the stove and begins to open the door. As it opens, we will switch perspectives to across town. Hektor, what kind of car do you drive?
Bold of you to assume Hector drives a car. No, he probably would. No, he would drive a car. He would drive a beat up El Camino.
Gotta be.
Gotta be.
As the El Camino approaches the city limits of Hush Hallows, and there's a solitary road leading in, flanked by tall trees that begin to curve, almost look like they curve inward, creating an arc. You see orange cones and 2 police cruisers blocking the street in front of you.
Kind of peers up. What time of day is it?
It's around, it's afternoon.
Afternoon.
Around 3 p.m.
He would stop the car. Just kind of, well, not stop the car. He would wait for about 2 minutes, and if nothing changed, then he would put it in park and kind of slowly get out.
As you get out and begin to maybe approach the car, you see a man getting out of one of the police cruisers. He is rail thin. He looks young. He is swimming in a Hush Hallows police uniform. And he's got scraggly blonde hair. Oh, hello?
Hello. And he'll kind of just rearrange his coat.
Yeah, what does Hektor look like? We have never done this.
Hektor walks with a little bit of a hunched shoulders, dresses in a button down usually, Slightly ill-fitting as well, usually with a coat of some kind, a blazer, or a less formal blazer that I can't remember the name of. He has a mess of kind of frizzy white hair with an exceptionally receding hairline. He's also about 70 years old. He also on his right hand typically wears a glove. Left hand, not so much. And he would kind of try to look past this person who's in front of him and say, is there something blocking the road?
Oh, I mean, the cars? Yeah. Gestures to the police cruisers in front of you.
Well, I want to go that direction.
Oh, yeah, I mean, absolutely. I can let you in. We're just not letting people out right now of the town.
That's a little concerning. Why?
Oh, well, have you been here before? Are you a resident of Hallows?
You know, it's vaguely familiar. I may have been here once before, but no.
Oh. Well, if you're looking to vacation, we're having just a heck of a time. There was actually a murder recently. There was a young girl was found at a church. She was about 30, and
That's terrible. That's really bad.
so we're just until we, figure everything out. We're just not letting. I know there's been a carnival in town, and some other people too. So we're just not letting people leave yet until we get everything sorted out.
But I can. But the point.
Oh yeah, we can. I can. Yeah, we can.
Fantastic. What was your name again?
Mitch.
Mitch. Well, a pleasure to meet you. I'm Hektor, and he'll extend a hand out. He'll extend his right hand because habit.
Yeah. The handshake is a little flimsy. How's Hektor's?
Odd. It's very stiff.
Okay.
Yeah, almost mechanical in nature.
Yeah. Just be careful in there.
You too, apparently.
Yeah. He sweats a little bit as he gets into the police cruiser and moves it aside.
I'll walk back over to my beautiful car. Start it up after takes like 2 or 3 tries to turn it over, and then putts his way into town.
And where is Hektor headed?
I don't know. I didn't write it down.
That's fine. Roll fractured memory, Hektor.
Hit. Okay. 7.
It's a mixed success. Oh, it's plus. Yeah, it's plus. You're weird, I believe.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah. You do not not only do you only vaguely remember why you're in this town and who brought you here, you do not remember the directions entirely. You remember the note, you remember it was signed G, and you remember the wax seal, and you remember them all being familiar.
And they're definitely in my, the inside of my coat pocket, and it's something I take with me all the time, and it's super wrinkled, and it's super cracked, and probably have remelted the wax to keep it together a little bit. But yeah, it's definitely on his person.
So with that, you drive into this town that seems both familiar and foreign, as some of the landmarks are the same, some have changed, and some you just don't remember if it's either for you.
I hope there's only one road in this town. He'll just kind of drive around town until he sees something familiar. A building that strikes a chord.
And Hektor continues down the main street of Hallows as the perspective shifts once more to Nana's fat slabs. Oak Lucy, Cal, and Isabeau. You stand outside of Nana's Fat Slabs, the front door of this establishment slightly ajar. You see several drops of blood staining the wooden floor just past the threshold. What do you do?
Is that always there?
No, sure isn't. I'm gonna summon my glaive.
What does it look like?
That's a really good question, Ty. I think you might be better equipped to answer
Okay.
it than I am.
Fantastic. What it looks like is it is wrought with metal and bone, and it is a pole arm with a wicked blade. A little bit taller than Lucy stands. What does Lucy look like? Because we are kind of refreshing everyone's character since it has been a year. Oh yeah, right on cue.
Sure, yeah. So Lucy looks to be in her late teens, early 20s. She's got, I think this is right. She's got black hair that's longish, and she's probably about 5'7", 5'8", I think. And she's dressed kind of, she's got, ripped jeans and a leather jacket, as, all black. And she usually just looks kind of mean. She's usually mean mugging it.
She summons this bone and iron glaive into her hands. What does Isabeau look like?
Isabeau is about 5'10". She is in her early 20s. To no shock of anybody here, she is broad-shouldered and strong with long brunette hair. I think I always described her as a taller Ronda Rousey kind of body style. She wears essentially whatever I'm wearing right now: leather jacket, t-shirt, some jeans. Yeah, that's her.
And very close to her stands a man with about shoulder length, wavy brown hair. He wears slightly ripped jeans and a very tight black t-shirt, and a pretty well muscled form. He's got slightly tanned skin and bright orange eyes. And Oak, the last member that is standing in front of this door.
Yes, hello. Oak is, I think he's like, he's in his 20s. And he has, I honestly don't remember what he looks like. I think he's pretty generic looking. Like, he's scrawny, he's on the shorter side, his hair is, I think, red. Okay, cool. And he's just this scrawny, kind of average-looking nerd. Probably wears t-shirts and has a t-shirt and jeans, and carries a Himalayan salt lava lamp with him. So, as a staff, as a spell focus, I think that's everything. Oh, and he has a tattoo on his arm that he didn't put there, and it's growing.
It is all the way around now. It started small, but is now wrapped all around your forearm.
It's a neck tattoo.
Intricate lines, almost labyrinthine maze.
It says no regrets.
Regrets. Regrets.
Okay, that's so.
So what do you all do?
Is it dark in there, or is it?
There are no lights on, as far as you can tell. There is There is some open windows, but there is no lights on inside, as far as you can ascertain.
Can I light my hand?
Sure.
I'll go in with. Was Lucy going in?
Is there anybody around us, or is
Yeah.
Nana's Fat Slabs is kind of on the outskirts of town. It is not on the main street, so got a little bit of space.
Yeah, Lucy she's not just walking in there, but she's kind of gingerly making her way toward the door.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have her back, and I'll kind of light a hand to try and see if I can cast a little bit more light into the situation. And because it's new and she's having fun with it.
Yeah, the flame and slightly askew door, it reveals you see the hanging meat cured, and the smell hits you as soon as you open a little bit more, and the light kind of illuminates slightly more blood trails leading in, but that's about it. You don't see any figures. You don't see anything out of the ordinary from what you've seen in here before. Isabel, you've never been in here, but it's basically a butchery / there they sell some leathers as well inside.
Is there like a light switch?
Are you gonna enter all the way in?
Sure.
Well, I'm gonna turn around first and like kind of look at Oak and Isabeau.
I mean, we were coming for answers, and now we've got some blood. There could perhaps be somebody hurt. Or is this one of those things where we're like, oh, maybe we don't want to deal with the situation. We get back in the car and pretend we never saw anything. I'm going to go in. I'll go in. I'll go in. It's totally fine. I'll go in. It's like, I'll walk in and try to see if I can find like a light switch.
Yeah, without much of a... Actually, let's roll investigate a mystery.
Oh.
Let's roll dice in this game.
What?
Okay. Oh, well, that would have been fine. Well, it's not. It's barely 7. I forgot I have a -1 sharp.
You can ask me one. What happened here? What sort? That's not really gonna apply. Actually, this is probably a lot closer to read a bad situation, which still uses sharp. You can ask me one.
So best way in, best way out.
Best way out. Dangers we haven't noticed. Biggest threat, and that's about the ones that would apply currently.
I'm gonna go with dangers we haven't noticed.
Yeah, I think with Isabeau, you using your newfound kind of abilities, you see kind of just this trails and ether of the supernatural as you have done previously with your newest kind of ability. You just kind of see these floating orange trails just briefly around, and then they dissipate.
Do they look familiar?
No, it's not it's not enough for you to know what it is, but
it's not
something.
Karen Trail, is it?
No, it's not Karen Trail.
Okay.
You would notice
she's a little on edge. She got stabbed.
She did get stabbed. Yes.
Good.
And you would notice that coming. If you use that in the same way as last time, you would notice the bond from Oak. And I think you still see that as you go into this form. You still see the chain on Oak's arm leading off.
Okay. And I'll just... And that's all that I'm seeing, and then it dissipated?
Correct.
All right. I'll just kind of
wisps.
Look around, kind of like, you know when like a gnat gets like around your face and you're like... Just be like, well, something strange was here maybe. I don't know if that's going to be bad. I guess we'll find out, and I'll kind of just peek in and be like, hello?
You don't hear any response, and as you flip the light switch, the lights do not turn on, as if the electricity is not working.
Of course. Like, why would they ever turn on? I'll light both hands.
The Nana's Fat Slabs is illuminated as well as your flame hands can do, and I think as he walks behind you, Cal does the same, and one of his hands erupts into flame. And it's lit well enough. You see the blood, not gallons, but you see a blood trail, clear and definite, headed towards the freezer, where Lucy was held hostage previously. Not really hostage, prisoner is a lot closer.
Is Lucy in now in Oak, or are they still out beyond the door? Are y'all both inside, or are y'all still outside? So who wants to draw dice or the short straw to go and open that freezer?
as you approach the freezer, you see the lock has been damaged, and the door is open. It opens without any sort of issue, not even like you have to pull it. It just opens without any sort of effort. It is clear the lock has been damaged, and there are slightly larger puddles of blood. Still fresh, but kind of cooled in this freezer. You would also notice the arcane sigils on the inside that have kept Lucy prisoner have been scratched and carved. It looks like by a blade. And the hatch leading down that you guys have been in once before to her inner sanctum is closed. It does not budge. It seems like something is blocking it from the other side. Or something is preventing it from opening, but that way, not blocking.
Yep. I'm a little hesitant after my 2 timeouts in this space. But I could try.
What do you mean timeouts?
It's a long story. It's okay. It's all
Drama. May I ask what it's made out of, the hatch?
A sort of metal is what it looks like.
Okay. And it's locked, you said from the underside?
Yeah, it looks from the underside. It is in the floor. It is about this by this square with a metal covering in the bottom of this freezer.
Did you want help? Did you want to try and wind and I'll pull, or?
I can see if I can see anything in there. And if I get stuck, just please make sure to delete my internet history, and please take care of my car. Okay?
Do you have any plants?
No, I'd kill him if I had him. And I will... Could I try, instead of like just dropping my whole body in there, could I try just to put my head down to see if I see anything? I don't like the way you reacted to it. I really don't. So it's okay. We can scrap that idea. No. I saw that. Like, I saw it. I cannot unsee that. I will... This could end poorly. I will go ahead and jump down.
Okay. For this, I'm going to have you roll plus weird.
What'd you say?
Roll plus weird.
Okay. 13.
That's very good. As you turn your body incorporeal and make your way, like kind of let yourself float down this hatch, it hurts immensely. You take only one harm, as it feels like your skin is being ripped from your body.
Good.
But you do float all the way down and make your way into this inner sanctum. You see a thin metal ladder leading down, and you see the hatch, something like a metal bar in between closing it off.
I'm going to take a quick sweep with my eyes around the room to make sure I don't see anything blatantly there that's going to, kill me.
Are you still in corporeal? Otherwise, you're still floating. Are you still floating down, or did you become corporeal as soon as you...
Oh, no, I would have, let myself stay that way just for a hot minute in case I needed to bop out of there.
Yeah. As you survey your surroundings, it is a very different scene from the first time you were here. Shelves are knocked over. 4 bodies lay bloodied on the floor. And that is what is immediately noticeable. But it is dark in here as well.
Don't like that. I will take whatever's blocking the door, and I'll push it open.
As you recorporealize, the stench of death and the sound of eerie quiet hits you as well.
Oh.
And as the door opens for the rest of you, you are hit with this stench.
Ooh.
That was more unpleasant than I anticipated. Not because of the smell, but that really hurt.
Are you okay?
Yeah, but it's not great down here, so please be careful. If you're not comfortable with bodies or death or rot or anything.
Well, it smells like shit,
Yeah.
but I'll go down anyways.
Who are the bodies? I'm gonna step forward and look at the bodies.
Yeah, roll investigate a mystery.
Oh, void howdy. Is that sharp?
Sharp.
Yeah. Okay.
I forgot that my sharp was so bad.
Am I dealing with the consequences of my own magic?
Not this time. In a change of pace, not this time.
Bummer.
Just checking. Okay. 8, mixed success.
You can ask me. So you're kind of trying to ascertain the bodies and kind of. They don't seem
What
familiar.
happened here?
Okay, what happened here? Yeah. You notice these 4 bodies. They seem to be men in their 30s to 40s. There are bullet wounds. There are blade wounds. Some of them are carrying pistols. Some are carrying hatchets, and some are carrying machetes. And they are dead, all of them. And that is what you get from that. As you guys are looking around, you hear labored breathing coming from around the corner.
I'm gonna rush around the corner.
I'll follow him.
As you all rush around the corner, the perspective switches to Raphael.
I'm enjoying a Dutch baby, calmly. Lots of butter. Mom always said lots of butter. That's a good way to get protein and fats in your diet. But sometimes they clog up your cholesterol.
Oak enjoys his butter-heavy diet of Dutch baby, butter and apple heavy diet. As Brogy opens the door, revealing a very rotund man. He's wearing a Hush Hallows police uniform that he is stuffed into. He looks muscular, but with a definite gut. He has a white handlebar mustache that curves up at the end, and a large hat. After talking with Brogy for a couple minutes, kind of out of earshot, Brogy kind of welcomes him in. And this man approaches you. Well, now, hello, child. I hear you're new to my little town here.
This is true. Good afternoon, sir. Perhaps you would like a Dutch baby and a Diet Coke.
Ooh, I am watching my cholesterol and all, so a Diet Coke will definitely even out that Dutch baby. Brogy, if you don't mind. And Brogy leaves he kind of looks at him and looks at you and goes off to the kitchen. And he sits down, pours himself a flute of champagne mixed with orange juice. A little precursor to this Diet Coke. That'll go down smoothly. I hear you're new in town.
I do believe so. I was told to be here by a divine pamphlet. I do believe I am floating around awaiting for destiny to tell me what to do next.
He pulls out a small notepad from a pocket and begins writing down. Oh, and your name, son?
My name is Raphael Thompson, with a PH, not with none of those. Yes.
None of those. All right. Raphael Thompson, you said you was here following some sort of divine pamphlet. Is there a particular religion you are subscribed to?
It is Destiny.
Destiny.
Yeah, I commonly affiliate with the Catholic Church as well because I used to bury their dead people. But just because it was like my old job, you know, like if you work at Dunkin' Donuts, you're kind of loyal to their coffee. You don't really go to Starbucks.
We don't have any of those chains around here. You haven't been to One Brew over the Cuckoo's Nest. That is our coffee house of choice.
Oh, I don't drink coffee. That was just an example.
You
I do
don't
like Dutch
say.
babies and lots of butter.
Mr. Rafa, you came here with a couple associates, is that correct?
Yes.
Were they also part of this pamphlet crew propaganda?
Kind of. You see, this pamphlet told me to protect a particular individual, so I protect him with my life.
Hmm.
But I'm not doing too good a job now since he ain't here.
Well, we have had some unfortunate business in town. One of ours has passed away, and he kind of takes off his hat, and there's a receding white hairline, just with thin wisps and thick white around it. A young gal named Eleanor Delano. She was a religious sort as well, and she turned up dead in the closet. And we just asking around, trying to get names and faces, as I'm sure you have seen. The carnival was in town, so lots of people around here.
That is quite unfortunate. Mama always said that dying's part of living, and that's just a hard part of living, is when you die. Because then the living stops. I don't know if that's what Mama said exactly like that, but it was something.
Wise words. Living, dying.
I got a new piece of paper. You want me to ask it?
His eyes widen and he pulls up his notepad. I would love to see your paper trickery.
I take out the piece of paper in my pocket. And
Yeah. Roll 2d6 plus weird.
not great. That is a 6 plus 1 is 7.
You pick up the piece of paper and it is blank. And you hear a voice in your ear. No, Raphael. Not yet.
No.
No, you say.
Yep, not this time. Sorry.
Is it some sort of ritual you do, or is are you at the whims of this pamphlet?
I take it out and I go to read it. If it don't say nothing, the answer is no.
He takes his piece of his notepad and flips it. Well, now this is a lot of fascinating information I have gained from just talking to you. I would love to talk to your compatriots if they come round. So don't go too far. And
I can't go anywhere until Oak comes back, so I'll be right here. If you need some, I mean, do you need help?
Well, we looking for, yeah, roll and manipulate someone.
Oh, that's not good.
And once again, I think I've said this in our previous games.
I was hoping more for sharp, like investigate a mystery, than to manipulate them.
Do that. Yeah, and just for everyone, manipulate someone. We're not really. That is what the stat is in this game. I don't really play it like that. It's more of convince. Like, it's not always bending people to your will. More of just a charisma type thing. But yes, you can use sharp if you're trying to investigate something.
Yes, I am. That's a 3, 4, 7 plus 1 is 8.
8. Okay. Mixed. He raises an eyebrow, and his mustache raises on the same side. Well, yeah, I'll be upfront with you. You seem of a a positive sort, Raphael. Not only are we concerned, obviously, with the mysterious nature of this death, stuffed in a closet, a young girl, but on autopsy, we are having issues procuring the body from the church, the Fellowship of the Hushed Hands. She was in service there. She was a member, but they ain't releasing her body to the Delano family. So we looking to do an autopsy. We looking to find who killed the girl. If there was ill intent or foul play. So if you can be any service, Mr. Thompson, I would appreciate it.
I sure think we can. You know, we seem to be a bit more athletically inclined than maybe your department. Maybe we'd be able to get in there a little bit easier. And I appreciate you thinking that I look honest. Some people say I look and talk like I'm plain and dumb, but Mama said don't listen to those.
I enjoy your voice. It's like a sweet honeysuckle on a cold day. And he offers his hand. Ernest Honeycuff.
Ernest Underhuff, my name. Well, you know my name. It is Raphael. But I will greet you pleasantly.
I'm the sheriff here, so any sort of funny business or tomfoolery, come down to the station, or I'll be back pretty soon to check on your compatriots.
I will ensure them of your arrival, and if we leave, it was nothing against you but the will of the pamphlet.
Rad. Puts on his wide-brimmed hat. I'll take that Dutch baby to go, Brogy. Brogy hands him a paper plate with a buttery Dutch baby. He leaves the room.
He forgot his Diet Coke. That's a shame.
And with that, where do you go? What do you do next, Raphael? Are you gonna wait here until they come? Is that your plan?
Just gonna, I'll look at the pamphlet again, and if it doesn't give me any more new news on where to go, I'm gonna eat another Dutch baby, extra butter.
Okay, you're gonna eat. Okay, yeah. All right. And with that, we will go back to Hektor. Hektor, you are wandering around for what seems like a good chunk of the day. Maybe now getting closer to nightfall.
I don't drive very well at night. I try to avoid it.
And almost by instinct and by memory, you know there is exactly one hotel, motel, bed and breakfast in Hush Hallows, the Wake and Bake.
I remember it because the name is dumb. I would go there. I feel like that's something he would remember, is that a lot of places around here are just named very oddly. He would go there.
Around probably closer to 6:30 p.m., Raphael, as you are, I think you spend the better part of this day either downstairs hanging with Brogy. You notice he has stacks and stacks of supernatural books of all shape and size, not like actual tomes if you've encountered any with your comrades, but like things you could get out of a library. And he is just studying these. He's got a deck of tarot cards he is reading. And he seems concerned with learning everything he can. But around 6:30, there's another, probably not a knock on the door, but a figure enters the Wake and Bake. A older man in his 70s.
I think he has just like a briefcase, like one of those leather soft briefcases, and like one hard-shelled suitcase. And he just kind of stands in the doorway looking around, not really sure where to go.
You see Raphael at the table, his like top button of his pants is undone, his belt is loosened. He's had like 3 Dutch babies at this point, just waiting for everybody. And he's his general appearance, he just looks dirty. Like he's got like khaki like cargo pants on, and they look like they're dirty. He's got these like construction boots on, steel toe boots, and they look dirty. He's wearing a white dirty A shirt and a dirty flannel over it that's opened up. He's got a dirty like baseball cap on. His face just looks like there's filth on it, except for his eyes are just unnaturally white. And they're brought out even more by the fact he's just looks dirty. Even when he cleans up
Filthy boy.
and wears clean clothes, the clothes are dingy, and he just looks dirty.
Is there like a desk?
There is no desk in this place. But after you stand for a couple minutes, like Brogy like looks at like sets down his book and like notices your appearance. Oh, welcome. Man, we are like, this is the busiest this place has ever been as far as I've worked here. Are you looking for a room?
Yes. It's getting dark outside. If you haven't noticed, it's not dark. It's like the sun's just starting to set.
Yeah, it is still, I think it is fall when in this story. Currently, I believe it is September-ish. He looks outside. Yeah, we are practically full. But we got one more room for you. Yeah, how long are you looking to stay? I'm Brogy. And this young 20-year-old man, silken clothes and flowing blonde locks, offers his hand.
Doc holds up both hands, which have things in them. He'll just extend his left hand that has the suitcase to the open hand.
Kind of
as
nuts
if
it.
offering. No, he's like offering the suitcase.
Oh, roll with charm.
Okay. 8.
On a mix, he goes like, "Oh, I don't usually. I'm not like, I'll take the one. All right." And he takes the one.
Thank you. I'm Hektor. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay here. Probably a while. Maybe till tomorrow. We'll just start through tomorrow, and then we'll see where we go.
A lot of people doing like the day by day kind of pay. Not usual, but you know what? It's income, and it's all good.
You said you had more not normal people staying here?
Oh, it's not normal for people to be like, I'm going to pay day by day, because that's like a weird vacation thing that people don't usually do. But yeah, this is one of our recent people staying. This is my good friend and Dutch baby connoisseur, Raphael. And he gestures to this dirty man on the table, stomach plump with Dutch babies.
Hello.
I think I ate one too many Dutch babies. And before him, there's like 3 empty plates, and also like pamphlets scattered around. Like, you know, when you go to a hotel and like as you walk in, there's that wall of pamphlets that have like whitewater rafting and like the local attractions. He has those all out.
Are you must be on vacation.
No, I'm not. I'm here to protect somebody, but I do have to say I am in no state for protection. I think I might have a Dutch baby myself.
Oh.
That just means I'm full of Dutch baby.
Okay.
Right.
Right. Well, where can I put this down? And he looks at Brogy then he's like holding the briefcase. I just want to. Where's my room?
Oh, he tosses you a key and says, "You all
Doesn't catch it at all. He's just like
sails by your head."
Oh,
he looks at the key. All right. Well, you're in the third room on the left.
shuffles over and picks it up. Okay.
If I may recommend, have the Dutch babies with the high C pink lemonade. They go quite well together.
I will keep that in mind. Raphael, right?
That's me. Yes, sir.
I will thank you for your advice. And he'll go to.
This dude knows what he's talking about. I'm gonna get him to write like some reviews, and this is gonna put Wake and Bake on the Dutch Baby map.
That's good, because it's not really on any other maps at the moment. I'm gonna put my key in the door and unlock it, get into the room.
Okay, and you enter your room. We will, as the door closes to Doc's room, Hector's room, the perspective shifts to we hear the panting, labored breath as Oak rounds the corner, the underground portion of Nana's fat slabs. What you see is against the wall the form of an older woman wearing just blood-stained clothes. She has thick, gray, curly hair tied up in a tight bun on top of her head, wrinkled skin. She has a long sword in one hand, and on the pommel there is what looks like a very well marbled granite sphere. In her other hand, she is holding a double-barreled shotgun, and she is bleeding heavily from the stomach. And you can see there are some of her entrails are out.
Is this Nana?
Yes, you would know this is Nana.
Oh God. I think Oak freezes.
She has not noticed you guys. She is just breathing hard, eyes down.
And I think Oak shouts, "Nana's over here," and then he freezes.
I'll go over where Oak is.
And you see the same sight. As I think the two of you kind of rush over, you see her eyes kind of spark a little bit with life, and she levels the shotgun at both of you.
Oh, hey. Nana, was it?
And she looks at you, her eyes narrowed, but then her eyes go to Oak and Lucy. And they relax, and her arm goes lax as the shotgun falls into a small pile of blood. Hello, honeys. Made it just in time. And she survey her eyes looking around the several bodies around her and at her own wound.
Lucy will probably step forward and kneel down next to Nan, knowing there's probably absolutely nothing that any of us can do for her right now, but mostly just to be present with someone who's probably going to pass. And she'll say, Nan, I think we both know you don't have much time right now, so any information you can tell us so that we ensure that this doesn't happen to anybody else.
And she coughs a little bit of blood. If I had to take a guess, I'd say probably the 4 people who broke in here didn't really get a chance to talk to them.
Is there anything that could be done, or is this chick on her deathbed?
One of you could roll plus sharp. Any of you could roll plus sharp. All of you could roll plus sharp.
My sharp is shit.
I got an 8.
I got a 7.
Oak's not doing it. Oak's freezing.
Yep.
The two of you, I think more Lucy in her travels than Isabeau and Cal, who's down here as well, would know things like this are possible through the use of what is called big magic. But they usually accrue some sort of hefty cost or preparation.
So nothing I can just... I can't solve anything with burning it now, can I?
Could not. No, burning her entrails is not going to be a great plan.
Oh, her entrails are out.
Yeah.
Not all of it's not all of her intestines are out, but you can see some of a little bit of intestine is poking through her torso.
I must have missed that. My apologies. Woof.
But it would take Lucy for sure would know it would take big magic to do something to help.
I'll kind of let them have their moment and kind of step back where Cal is.
I think he grabs your shoulder as you step back a little bit. As long as you accept.
Do you have? Is there anything that you want to share with us about what to do here, or who did this, or why they did this? What were they after?
Roll plus charm.
Not great. Well, that's a 4 + 1 - 1, so a 4.
Oof.
Excellent.
More experience.
She like, her eyes narrow at you. You were always my least favorite.
Do you remember what I am, Nan? I could speed this up or not.
It's not gonna matter much to me now. And her eyes turn to Oak as you have broken into her house twice, trying to.
Technically, it was already open this time.
No, I mean this would be the third time you broke in.
I don't remember the second or
The first time you tried to break into the freezer. The second time you tried to enter a mysterious workshop that was closed.
But we were already in the house.
That she had explicitly warned you against doing.
Whatever.
Technically.
She sure did.
We're doing our jobs. Listen, I'm an anarchist. I don't believe in any shit.
Her
Look
eyes,
to Oak.
Yeah, looks to Oak as she has written Lucy off once again.
And I'll just wait to do my job.
We need your help. There are obviously bad things happening, and we don't know what to do next. There's just a lot of dead bodies, and we don't know where they are and what they wanted or where they're from, and we need your help. Anna, anything you can tell us?
She kind of looks to the bodies and says, I think these were people around town. I don't know them personally, but I think they're from around here. As for everything else, like we talked about before, I think there are things happening like they did years ago.
Did you have something down here that people would have wanted? Like an item from the old days, a magic gem?
Her eyes kind of go up to the left as she tries to think. I mean, no wild MacGuffin if that's what you're asking, but I mean,
Yeah.
the usual things people accrue in a lifetime of fighting otherworldly horrors. She coughs up a little bit of blood.
I am sorry I can't do anything to save you. I don't think I have enough time.
She kind of nods and accepts that. That is feeling. And
Oak is gonna lean down. Can I have this? And he grabs the shotgun.
I mean, it's covered in blood. Doesn't really have any supernatural properties, but feel free.
There's someone after me and my magic doesn't work on them, so I'm gonna try to shoot them.
Always a solid plan. The sword might be decent.
Goodbye, Nana. Take the shotgun and I walk away.
Okay. She watches Oak leaves and gives a kind of half smile, and you see her hand grip and tighten around the sword in her hand as her head falls limp and she passes away. Lucy, what do you do as you see this?
What would Lucy do? I think Lucy would probably. Is there any way that? Well, can she engage with like ushering her to like wherever it is that she needs to go?
Yeah, that is your job.
Okay. Well, if I could do that, then that would
Yeah.
be great.
Yeah, you do. I mean, without any issue. If you,
Okay.
yeah, if that's what you're, yeah, because you can feed on her or you can send
No.
her away.
No.
Yeah. You put a hand to her and help usher her into whatever.
Does Isabeau see this? Like, can she see this?
You can roll with that with your ability, your spears. I can't remember the name of it.
Spirit
Feather?
touched.
Spirit touch. Yeah.
Ooh. 11.
Yeah, you for sure see, like, as she's doing this, you see a... What kind of aura would Lucy have? What kind of color? Fucking don't. Black!
I was thinking purple, but all right.
Actually, I think for Lucy, I think it would actually be... I think it would be kind of this mixture of like a very soft blue and a very soft yellow.
You see that that kind of aura around her as she places a hand to Nana's body, and you see a kind of a violet essence that is around Nana that is dimming the more you look at it, kind of pulled out from Lucy a little bit and hovering, and then kind of dissipates upward into nothing.
I think
And then-
Oh, sorry, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I think I'd probably lie her body down. And that would be it. I'll leave her with her sword.
Yeah, Isabeau, after seeing that, will just kind of like steady herself against Cal. I don't think she's ever really seen any proof of an afterlife.
Yeah, Cal kind of holds you closer and then looks to Lucy and says, "Great job, ma'am."
We got to work on that.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
What did you want?
Just it's okay. I'm just you're doing your job, I'm doing mine. You can just I don't need a title or
Got it.
Yeah. Okay.
I think she wants you to stop saluting her.
Okay, if he's got to keep doing that, I'm so sorry.
It just
You
might
all-
make people uncomfortable.
I just the one.
It
You
is.
know what? It's fine.
I'm gonna. Yep. Can I look around with the spirit touch and see if there's anything else that pings down here?
What did you get the first time?
I got an 11.
Yeah. You can roll one more time +1.
Okay. Use the fiery looking dice. 9 plus my weird 10.
Yeah. You
So
see,
10 total.
You see just like the faintest of wisps coming off of the other 4 bodies, but it is like you can't even tell what color. It is just faint wisps of this energy that you see from them.
Like, is it emanating from like?
It's just around. It's like coming from their bodies, but just like a thin wisp that evaporates a second later.
Do I get the sense it's a thin wisp because they're dead and it's no longer producing that energy?
You would get the sense that it is because they have some connection to the supernatural that probably has faded or is gone, probably because they are dead.
I'm probably preaching to the choir or saying something that's blatantly obvious, but they are not human. Or they are at least touched by the supernatural. I guess in a way that some people can be.
And we didn't. So, looking over their bodies, there's no like insignia or like members only jacket.
So I think now you are like searching Someone give me an investigate a roll. Investigate.
Sharp.
Any mystery roll. Yeah, plus sharp.
Here goes absolutely nothing. Oh, 7.
Not bad. With that, here's what you get. You don't have to ask any specific questions. Here's what you find. You get 7, yeah. Here's what you find. You find that they are dressed. One is in. He's wearing a jacket over rubber overalls. One is wearing camo. The other is wearing a tank top, camo pants. Then the other is wearing overalls, rubber overalls as well. You find, I think you are searching. What are you searching specifically? Just kind of their belongings?
Yeah, I'm looking for anything that would tell us, like, well, I'm like looking for, where the hell they came from.
They don't have wallets on them, but in one of their pockets, one of them that has overalls, you find a card, a laminated card that says Possum's Lodge.
Awesome.
It's got 2 cartoon possums clinking frosty beer mugs. There is a picture of this man's face in a much healthier and happier time. He had a black goatee and very light black, very close cropped black hair. His name was Dennis Herschel, and there is a bronze bullet at the bottom.
Okay. Possum's drinking, bronze bullet. Got it. Dennis Herschel. Okay. And then I'm going to, flipping the card around, like kind of looking at it, and I'm going to say, I found this. I'm going to hold it up. Maybe we can use it.
Is there anything like that in the town or no?
I'm pretty sure there is. Is there?
Yeah, I don't think any of you would. You've been here a couple days. I don't think you've searched it that thoroughly. You don't know off the top of your head.
Okay.
Didn't pass anything coming in. I went, that's a funny name. I'm gonna log that in my memory.
Not on the entrance.
My hunch is that it's here in town, but we'll have to ask.
What would they want with Nana?
She was a hunter. The last time Hush Hallows had this kind of big thing happen, I think she helped stop it. I think they might have just been clearing the way for their machinations.
What did we drive into?
I don't know. I just wanted to go to college, but here I am.
I went to college. It's not that great.
I mean, I graduated, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
What's your degree in, Oak? Real quick.
God, who knows? Economics.
General studies.
Yeah. Intramural studies, yeah.
Intramural studies. Well, is there anything else we can do here? Should we be... I don't get into many situations where there's a copious amount of dead bodies, and I don't know what we should do about this.
Well, usually when we come up a bunch of blood, Darlene usually puts her hands in it and uses magic.
Which I have seen, and that is intense.
Yeah, I could try doing that.
That is your prerogative. I know, Darlene, I don't want you to get hurt. You're a pretty nice person.
Thanks. I'm not blood scrying. Oak looks down at the blood and he's like, yeah, I there's a reason that Darlene does what she does. I can't do those things. Even if I could, I wouldn't.
Since we're down here, is there any thing that you think that she would have that might help with your problem or with what's going on? Does she have like a library with like cool books?
That is why you guys came. There is several shelves and shelves of books. Some of them are toppled over at this point. There is also a door, as Lucy knows, that has some sort of protections on it that leads to a workshop.
Yes, this is why we're here.
This is We made it. We figured it out.
Should we like work out of here? Because I don't know if I'm confident in like taking all the books across town.
Did we close the door
I can.
upstairs
Okay.
that shows that there's a huge line of blood?
I can go close it. Oak will lift off the ground using his ability to fly and fly over to the front door.
I feel like he just wanted to show off.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Is anyone like clambering into the door? Is that fat sheriff around?
No, it is. You hear just it is now getting darker outside
Okay.
from this investigation, but no. Okay.
And is it like really obvious that something happened from the outside? Okay, so then I'll shut the door. And then
I'll look to Cal and be like, do you have any sense of anything here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cal.
Use your hellhound powers, Cal.
I believe in you.
He has the power of heart.
Yeah.
He looks to the bodies and goes, "We're dead, but that's about all I got here right now. like dead for a little bit now, but
Gosh, you're cute. All right. Books. What are we looking at exactly? Are we trying to find info on your friend?
I'll say, yeah, like, I don't really... I mean, I'm good at magic. Oh, I'm not good at magic. I don't know what I'm doing. I accidentally sent Karen to an ice dimension because we were trying to summon something. And so, like, they swapped. And then, when I tried to either, like, rescue... I just made everything worse every time. So I don't... And now she's back from this dimension... And my magic doesn't work on her, so I need to understand how magic actually works instead of just winging it all the time. I mean, I know the basics.
Well, I've heard that those, as long as you have the good starting blocks, what you build from there can be top notch. Can I help you in any way? I feel a little bit useless. I'm a little new to all of this, and I feel a little out of my depth. Nothing needs burning, and that seems to be the only thing that I'm good at. I can't even heal anyone. I just want to help.
Are you good at reading and researching?
That I can do.
Okay, then we're gonna be looking for things that detail magical immunity.
I mean, I'm not great at it, but I can do it.
Yeah, I just need to understand why I can't hurt her. But maybe I should start with this tattoo.
Yeah, it's still, you already know this, that it's far more than a tattoo, and it's still all over the place around you.
I know.
It's a little trippy. Yeah.
Who knows? Never mind. I was going to say.
What?
Maybe we'll encounter someone who can help us, but until then...
Air.
I'm gonna just like start flipping through, like looking for iconography, like maybe even matching. I think I know how to do research, so maybe I can draw from that. First step is I'm going to look for categories of like symbology or tattoo-based magic, like runes, that kind of thing.
Keywords, I like it.
yeah, roll plus sharp.
Yeah. Hey, am I dealing with the consequences of my own magic?
This isn't really a well, yeah, I'll give it to you, sure. Yeah. This is a consequence.
Technically.
Oh, that only applies to act under pressure. Hey, 8.
It's not bad. It is going to take you the better part of the night, It'll take you you find 6, there is whole shelves dedicated to stuff like this. It is a well stocked library, and it'll take you the better part of the night to start sifting through this. Is that what you guys want to do for the evening?
That's what Oak wants.
Want to?
That's what Oak wants to do. Yeah. I'm like, I was like, look around. I was like, you all don't have to stay here. I'll be fine on my own.
I wouldn't mind. Oh, go ahead, Lucy.
Nope, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna see if maybe there was a couple books on hellhounds and portals.
Well, sure.
And tragic forbidden love.
Right? Ooh, well, she doesn't want to find shit. 6. I'm gonna mark experience.
You find some more generic books about like supernatural entities that you kind of take and kind of put in piles and try to kind of like Oak has his section that he's kind of dealing with. You have a couple small books, but you think it's going to take a while to kind of narrow down what you're looking for.
My books look like pop-up books compared to Oak's. Like you cannot take these from the library books.
My first hellhound.
See hellhound run.
What is Lucy doing?
Well, I think after Oak says that, Lucy will probably turn around and say, I don't think I'll be leaving again. So, do you want to grab some books and go, or would you like to stay here to do this research?
I want to stay here, but we should probably do something about the dead bodies. I don't like doing research next to dead bodies.
I think that's reasonable.
It does stink. We forgot that it smells horrible.
Well, I didn't, but I just don't care.
I forgot.
Well, this is tricky to remove dead bodies, several of them, and put them someplace where in a town where there has already been dead bodies, putting them someplace inconspicuous. So we could take them out back and have a bonfire, but everybody would probably smell flesh.
Hey, Cal, can you just like eat the dead bodies?
I mean, I could burn them. I don't like.
I like look at him with my eyes wide, like, do you eat dead bodies?
No,
that's gross.
He's not.
I'll burn them though. I'll set them on fire. We could have a little bun. I mean,
Like I said, it would smell like burning flesh, and I think that might alert the people in the.
we're like this is like a meat house though. We'll just put on some pork and have a nice cow. Just burn it all. It'll mix in. Just general meat stench.
What if we just threw a bunch of seasoning on them? Wouldn't it just make it smell good?
Okay, we could put them in the freezer for now and figure out what to do with them later.
I could try summoning like a corpse-eating demon. I saw that on TV once.
That could be fun.
It's corpse-eating, so it's not a threat to us.
Except for my will to live.
I super want you to do this so you can have a little mascot that only eats corpses.
I really want to try it sometime, to be
Nothing
honest.
like having, like, forensic measures attached to a leash.
Yeah. I'm really good at summoning monsters. Actually, that's not true. I'm good at other things, but I'm not good at that. Oh, no, I am good at summoning monsters. I get an extra +1.
Well, we have burning bodies, freezer, or corpse-eating monster. I feel like these are 3 great options that we're working with.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Ooh.
Here goes absolutely the worst idea I've ever had, but I've always wanted to do this. I can't remember what show I saw it on, but I was like, that's really clever. Summon a demon to eat corpses. No body, no crime. That's the thing, no body, no crime, mama.
Mary, please.
Alright, I get a +3. 7.
Oh.
We just got there.
Yeah, she was with a real bad roll of 6.
Oh shit.
Because of my practitioner thing, it's a 7. Yeah.
It works imperfectly. Choose your effect and a glitch. I will decide what effect the glitch has.
Oh no. What are the
I'm gonna stand behind
glitches?
Cal for this one.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna take. If I could choose my glitch, it's one glitch. I'm gonna say I'm gonna just take one harm, ignore armor.
Yeah. What does it look like when you summon?
God, so I think I pull out like a piece of chalk and my ritual knife, and I like draw like on the wall these like runic circles very quickly, and then I slice my hand and I put my blood on the wall and speak some words, and I conjure forth a corpse-eating demon. Well, I try to.
The portal begins to glow with an unnatural, kind of grayish black light. And you see this darkened, just roll of fat slowly make its slump its way over the threshold of this portal, and about a 5 foot long, 3 foot wide, just mass of darkened flesh with several open mouths with sharp teeth surrounding them, and no limbs discernible, slowly slumps its way out of this portal, and it moves for a second and kind of vibrates, and then the mass of flesh kind of contorts and it raises up to Oak, and a tongue lashes out and licks at the blood, and you see the mouth turn to a frown as it slumps back down and begins to just roll its way towards the corpses.
Yeah.
And you see a smile as these teeth begin to tear into the bodies.
This is everything I wanted. Ty, you did a terrific job with that.
The sounds are not great. I can hear them in my head, and they're not great.
As you guys are witnessing this side, the perspective shifts again. Raphael, it is now nighttime. It is about 10 p.m. There is no sight nor sound from your comrades. What do you do?
I go and knock on Hector's door.
Is Hector ready for bed? Is Hector asleep?
No, Hector's been busy setting up some of his personal effects on every surface that he could possibly find. I had a question for you, Ty.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I have this move called the laboratory, which obviously I don't have. But I wanted not to use this move, but I would imagine that he would have brought stuff. Just lots of stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And just set it up everywhere. Kind of like a mock.
Yeah.
Mock
a makeshift lab as much as possible.
Yeah.
There are beakers and odds and ends and gizmos strewn about.
Weird things. Yeah, books and stuff. So you hear from the other side of the door, just a second, and something falls and shatters. And you just hear, "Aw." And about 3 seconds later, the door opens.
And you see this mismatched, laboratory equipment against the 1970s and tie-dye decor that is strewn about this room, decorating it.
Oh, hello. Graf.
Destiny has brought us together.
Who?
Destiny. Like fate. It's brought you here for a reason. So I thought I should come here.
He looks behind him. I'm flattered, but I think I'm just going to try to close the door. I don't really swing in that direction. Start closing the door.
Gonna poke my head. Oh, that's okay. We're not swinging anywhere. We're waiting here for everybody else to come so you can meet them, because fate has brought you here today. Great. Would you like some high C?
Is
It's pink lemonade.
are you part of a religious institution?
No, ma'am. I don't. I'm not part of no institution.
I usually have glass. I'm not. I'm. He'll pull out like the wisps around his chin. All right. Fate is cool. I was in the middle of something. Do you want?
Great. That's I would love to help.
Oh.
Kind of walks in.
Okay.
This all looks complicated. You could probably use a hand. The pamphlet said it's not time yet, so I've got a little extra time, I guess.
One of those vacation pamphlets.
No, just the one that tells me where to go. He's just taking out beakers.
You were really careful with that. No, oh dear. They'll just kind of like feebly reach towards the things that you're picking up and kind of.
I just hand them to you, and as you reach for them, I hand them to you, and I get 2 more out to hand to you.
We'll just kind of like grab at your hands and have you put the beakers down and just move your hands away.
You've got a lot of stuff. Looks like you need help unpacking.
I had it. It's in everywhere it needs to be. You said you had a funny pamphlet that tells you things.
Yep.
Can I see it?
I can ask it. Take it out of my pocket and I open it up.
Roll plus weird.
Does it look like just
That's a good one. 6 plus 3 plus 1, 10 total.
That's 10 total. As you pull it out, it is blank, as it is wont to do. But you see a inky figure out of the corner of your eye begin walking towards you. What do you do?
Like in real life? Or
in
like
real
on
life.
the corner of the pamphlet? Oh, okay.
No, on the corner of your eye, like real eye, like your human eyes.
Human eyes.
I think it wants to talk to me. And I turn and just walk towards it. Well, I say that to Hektor, and then I turn to the corner and I start walking towards the
You see Raphael walking towards a empty corner of your room. There's a dresser in the corner that he is walking towards.
Did the paper just look like a blank?
It looked like a blank. It looked like a pamphlet, like you said, like a vacation pamphlet that is severely worn and folded several times in, but it is entirely blank with no ink on it.
I'm gonna rummage through the things on my desk and try to find something equivalent to like the melatonin sleeping things.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, maybe you just need like to sleep. I have some things that can help. If you stay awake too long, you can kind of, see things that aren't really there. And I'll just kind of cautiously follow.
Yeah. Okay. You are following behind him as he walks to the corner of your room. Yeah. You see, as you are walking, Raphael, you see this being hurrying towards you as well.
It's hurrying towards me?
Yeah.
Like violently? Or
no, just like in a rush.
Okay.
What did you roll? A 10?
I rolled a 9 and then I got +1 for
1.
10.
Yeah, on a 10.
Mm-hmm.
You can you crossed out the use magic move.
Mm-hmm.
You can write P.
I can write P?
The letter P, yes.
Okay.
Leave some space and then the letter L, both capitalized.
Okay.
Fill in the blank.
And as you get close, both of these hands grab at you.
Like desperately? Or
yes.
Excuse me, Inky sir. You look like you are in need of some sort of protection.
Are you fending it off, or are you letting this happen?
I'm letting it happen. If anything, I'm trying to get it behind me if it looks like it's desperate. If it doesn't feel like it's attacking me, that's
does
different.
not.
Mm-hmm.
And not only does it not look like it, something inside of you does not feel like it either. You can kind of sense that there is no anger, just some form of desperation. And as the inky hands touch you, you see them become metal in a shining iron, like polished almost to a white sheen armor as they connect with your skin. And through the ink, you see a young, it parts, and you see a young woman's face, very roundish cheeks. And you see just the thick, parts of a very curly brown hair that go right over her forehead. And she says, "It's time now, Raphael. You must go."
Great. Let's go. Where are we going?
And you see her smile a little bit. "Time to do your job. He's in danger." And the pamphlet does not do anything. But as she begins to kind of dissipate and sink into the ground, from your perspective, just staining the wood floor beneath you black just for a second, and as it turns back to normal color, you feel something in your mind, a clear-cut line to the edge of town. Almost like a GPS inside of your head.
I turn to Hektor. Destiny has brought you here. Would you like to go for a drive?
He was just getting ready to hand you this bottle of sleeping pills. Sure.
We can take my truck.
That's my car is probably not the best. Okay. Do you know where you're going? Where are we going?
That way.
That's what you have. You have a that way. And
that's what I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs help. He's in danger.
Who is he? I'll put the sleeping pills in the pocket.
Is it still the same mission I had from before?
As far as you can tell, yes.
Yep. I just say, "It is time," and I open the door and start walking out.
Hektor will grab his coat, put it on, and button one of the buttons.
You grab any of your accoutrements?
Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah. I'll grab what I would consider the usual.
Okay, that's fine.
My shovel's just in the back of my truck, right?
The hatchet, you mean?
Oh, hatchet. That's what it was. I knew it was hatchet or shovel. Yep.
I think it's not like a big axe. It's just a hatchet, so you probably have it either on you or in your room with it.
Great. I have it on me.
Okay. And you make your way downstairs and
right before we leave, I say, "You want Dutch baby to go? It might be a while." No? Let's go.
Oh. He's carrying his briefcase, his leather briefcase, by the way.
You see, and as you say that, and as you're leaving, you see on the pull-out couch, Brogy has fallen asleep watching old episodes of Teen Wolf, season 2. But the sound is still going on. And you make your way into the pickup truck of Raphael that is converted to hold more people, and drive off in Raphael's direction. Back inside the library, as you guys do research. And what are you guys just doing research while this happens? Is that the plan? Yeah.
I might need a little fresh air.
I'm gonna kind of try to hang out closer to the front door and actually keep an eye out while Oak does his research. I don't trust that it's safe at all here, so.
This goes on for a little while, Lucy, you see the shine of headlights begin to approach. Downstairs, as Cal is watching, enthralled with this horrific sight as he has not seen anything of its like. Isabeau standing maybe a little farther off trying to get fresh air.
I am as far away from that
Okay.
sound and trying.
Yeah, you hear the munching of bone and just the ripping of flesh as this thing works.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go upstairs.
Works and gets its meal.
I'm gonna leave that area. I'll go up to Lucy and
Okay.
leave Cal to his entertainment. And just
Okay.
And I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna puke behind the building.
Okay. You as you leave to go puke behind the building, you also see the headlights begin to approach. Coming from the solitary road in, yes?
By the way, I think Oak is like levitating in the air, sitting cross-legged as he reads.
Reading, kind of observing your new friend. And as you do this, you hear a crunch and then a squeal as all of the mouths begin to scream at once on this just pile of flesh and teeth.
Oh god!
As they scream in chorus and then begin to wobble backwards towards the portal it came in from. And what you see is a slightly eaten arm begin to raise in the air from one of the bodies. And that's where we'll finish for tonight.
Mother!
Necromancy!
Just
That's
one
not
more
great.
hour. One more hour.
Couple hungry boys.
One whole more hour.
One more hour?
And that is it for our first episode of Hallows.
Damn you, Ty.
Thank you all for joining me on this venture of intertwining parties and supernatural occurrences. Let's go around, everyone say their name, where we can find you, and what your favorite moment of the night was. Let's start with Isabeau.
Oh, hey. Wasn't expecting to be first. Hello, I am Kai Gasson. I almost said Isabeau. That's not me. That's character play on TV. You can find me on Twitter at Crit Charisma. Favorite would just be anytime Hektor opens his mouth. Once I meet him, I hope I meet him and I can protect him at all costs because he's the sweetest.
Oh, don't worry, he'll be fine.
He'll be fine. But he's beautifully just so awkward and I love it.
Thank you. He was styled after Doc Brown.
Oh, perfect. I need this.
Let's go to Maria next.
Hi, this is me. Hello. I'm Maria. You can find me at Happy Capster on Twitter and all the other social media places. You can also find me at Society Goblins on Twitter. That's Goblin Society Games. We're doing some stuff there. Keep posted. Things have been weird because life has been weird for me lately. But you can also find me a lot of times over on Mythos Mystery Society with Ty and Chris and Emma and Dave and all of those people doing spooky games and stuff. My favorite part of this evening, the demon. It was gross. It was a turd with mouths and I hated it and I loved it. It was really gross and nasty. Ew. Yucky. I'll throw it to Matthew.
Hi, that's me. Hi, I am Matthew Foreman. You can find me actually here on Twitch TV/Dice Priori. You can also join the Dice Priori Discord where I hang out. And if you want to help with our system search for Ghost of the Machine, be sure to do that. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure you're following the channel. Thank you for the subscriptions and bits tonight. Thank you, Reliable. Thank you, Chris. That's me. Thank you all so much for the support. Next.
Favorite moment?
Oh yes, favorite moment. The demon. The demon. I don't know. It was all really good though. I love Hektor. I love Hektor and the El Camino, but I also love Raphael and the Dutch babies, and I love Lucy. And like Lucy had this one-liner where she was like, it was basically like K great thanks, and it was just I don't know. I forgot what she said, but it was great. It was just good shit. So great episode.
Chris?
Hi, my name is Chris. You can find me here on the next few Tuesdays, and then, of course, Mythos Mystery Society as well. Next week, Saturday evening, I'll be running the Worldwide Wrestling RPG, which is sure to be chaos. So come that night, this Saturday, for a Worldwide Wrestling event. It's the Bad Wrestling Federation, the BWF, Bad Wrestling Federation. It's so bad, it's in the name. So come check it out. Besides that, my favorite moment of tonight, the turd monster was great. I really loved, it was my first time hearing about Nana's Fat Slabs. I love that. I would go to a restaurant named Nana's Fat Slabs for sure. And then Ty saying, I put in the chat, the meat stench. I'm like, vegetarian. All meat smells the same. Human or pork, all meat smells the same. That's about it. And over to Lucy Emma.
Hello, I'm Emma. You can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter. You can find me here. You can find me on Mythos Mystery Society sometimes. And let's see. I think my favorite moment tonight is, well, aside from the corpse eating demon, I think that I just had it in my head and it sure did run away from me. Oh, the moment between Raphael and the cop unpacking Lucy's murder. That was fun and delightful for 5 million different reasons. And that's me.
I had another favorite moment before we wrap up. Ty balancing 2 timelines at the exact same time, and that's sometimes 4. That was fantastic. Riveting. Lovely.
And I'm Ty. You can find me here on Vesper on Tuesdays, or as we continue this adventure in Hush Hallows. You can also find me at Mythos Mystery Society. We are putting up the end of our Delta Green game that Maria, Emma, and Chris were all in. Music from a darkened room, a very spooky, adventurous time. Also, pretty soon, the episodes and podcasts for our City of Mists adventure will be going up, which was a lot of fun. Very noir, supernatural as well. And next Saturday, I will be playing in Chris's Worldwide Wrestling game, where I play Cassidy Casanova. And I will be running a Delta Green game that Friday with both Chris and Maria, called Operation Black Sat, a kind of prologue episode for a new character. My favorite moment from the evening, other than having all these characters in this town back, which was fantastic after a year of not playing, was having Hektor and Raphael in the room was pretty great. Just the 2 awkward people trying to interact was fantastic. Having Oak Free sing Nana at first was really great too. Instead of trying to do things with magic, just kind of giving up our intellect. It's very in line with his failures as a character. So thank you all for joining. We will be here next Tuesday as we continue our adventure in Hush Hallows.
We're gonna stick around. We're gonna find someone to raid. I think we're gonna raid Casanova. Oh yeah, Casanova and Crowan of Big Boy Season are doing Twitch Rivals, so we're gonna go ahead and raid Casanova. He's preparing for that, so check him out. Thank you all so much. Check us out here next week. I typed that right, yeah. Bye.